What's going on, guys? Roscoe here, back with another video. So we are going to go over the highly anticipated Yeezy 700 Mauve that's dropping tomorrow, October 27th, on Adidas and Yeezy Supply, and also some third-party sites. I want to cover some like how to cop, how you guys can get your hands on these. Should you buy these for resale? Are you gonna make some money on them? And I also have a pair here actually in my hands, but unfortunately, come to find out, these are unauthorized Yeezy 700s. They're already making them, guys. They're already making these. These ended up somehow on my doorstep yesterday, so I kind of wanted to cover this. But first, before we even go further into this video, I want to let you guys know that I am doing a Supreme giveaway. I'm giving away this Supreme, felt hat, I believe, the camp hat, and the main prize I'm giving away is a Supreme waist bag from this season. So if you want to enter, I'll put the link to the video down below. You just got to go watch it. Like the video, make a comment, and follow me on Instagram, and then you're in. So go watch that video, I'll give you more details. So I'm giving that away. Now, let's talk about these sneakers. Now, this is the highly anticipated second colorway of the Yeezy 700. We've been seeing Kanye wearing these for a while now. He first debuted these, I think in the spring of this year, I believe. And we've seen Kim. Kim's been rocking these heavy too as well. I think these are sick, man. I think these are sick. They're tough. These are a tough colorway for the Yeezy 700. It's perfect, absolutely perfect for fall. You got your brown suede, your mesh, a little bit of charcoal gray in there too, some eggplant. I can give you a closer look of these. And then you got your hint of kiwi on the side. But the real kicker, what I love about these, is the gum bottoms, man. I am a sucker for gum bottoms. I think this shoe is fire. This is perfect for fall. Because right now, I know a lot of people are really huge fans of the original colorway of the 700s, the waves. But to me, this is a perfect shoe for spring and summer. The best shoe for summer. But right now we're in fall, we're going into winter, so we gotta change it up. We gotta change our style up, get ready for the cold weather in the fall. And this is the perfect shoe for it. This is the perfect shoe. Now, I'll talk about sizing real quick. Sizing, go true to size. Go true to size on this shoe is my recommendation. I think that's perfect. I went with my true size on the waves and they fit fine. Perfect. So go true to size. That's my recommendation right there. Should you buy these for resale? No, don't do it. All right. Here's my reason why. I know stock numbers. I got a glimpse of them of at least Adidas EU. There's about 60,000 pairs loaded on that site supposedly. So that tells me there's a lot. There's plenty. And usually Adidas US, there's more. There's always more than the EU, or they're like somewhat similar. So I'm roughly thinking there's about 120,000 pairs maybe on Adidas in general. And then you're looking at Yeezy Supply. Yeezy Supply is going to have a bunch of pairs too as well. A lot of people already hit me up telling me that they already copped from raffles from the S&S, which is very strange. Because usually, a lot of people, take L's easily on some of these raffles. So I think a lot of these third-party companies or whatever, mom and pop shops are having tons of pairs available. So for me, do not buy this for resale. Do not buy these for resale. I think the best way to make a little bit of profit on these is if you cop them in the store and you flip them that day. That way you skip the shipping, you skip the third-party sites, so you don't have to pay those transaction fees. And you just flip them that day, and you can make an extra like $75. Another good way to tell if it's gonna resell very well, go check StockX. Go check StockX. They have early pairs up right now, and I think the price range is right around the 400 mark. That's not really a good sign. That's only $100 above retail. That's gonna tank. That's gonna tank when these release. So, and then because people are gonna be copping tons of pairs, and they think they're gonna flip it and make all this money. And then people will be like, oh shit, like, hey, it's not reselling, so they're going to start selling on the low, which is not a good sign. Now, my recommendations, if you're into reselling, is buy and hold, because this is the only colorway that's been announced for the 700s. I know we're getting the 700 V2s, so we might be looking at this could be the last colorway of the 700s. I know recently when Kanye was in Uganda, he was wearing a 700 straight all white. So we might see those, but that could be just a custom, a one-off, a sample pair for him. But he was wearing those, so we could see another 700 all white next year. But right now I'm thinking we're going right into V2s, we're going right into 350 V3s, and we're going into 500 V2s for next year. And then also the 451s, that crazy different spider shoe that goes up. So that's all going to be next year. Yeezy basketball. I think we're all getting new shoes next year. So this could be the last one. But again, you're also taking a risk, because if you buy and hold, these could restock, like the Waves. The Waves restock like 3 times, so these could restock. You just never know. It's a risk you got to take. So like I said, I went on sizing, resell. I think this shoe is tough. Now this is, like I said, this is an unauthorized pair. The difference between this pair and the real pair, I'm going to go further details. I'm going to cop one from Adidas, and we're going to do a comparison video. I'm going to have a comparison video up later next week, and I'll show you the differences. The reason why they're making these guys, because I'm telling you, the 700s, a lot of people are into this shoe, man. The hype is building up on the 700s, so a lot of these factories overseas are starting to, make more of these shoes, because let's face it, hey, if they can make a quick buck, they're going to. And I know a lot of people don't know about this, because we take things for granted living in the States, but a lot of kids that, this platform on YouTube, I can reach out to a lot of people in different countries, and they hit me up and DM me on Instagram, and they tell me that somehow, they can't buy off StockX, they can't buy off these sites here because how much they pay for taxes and duties. I mean, I was talking to a kid in Ireland. He paid $800 for a zebra. $800 for a zebra. That's insane. So overseas and everything like that, that's where these come into handy, because these kids, unfortunately can't get their hands on real pairs because it's just too expensive. So they have to opt out and get some of these. And I'm not a big advocate of UAs, but I do a lot of legit checks. My DM on Instagram is always open. So if you guys have any questions regarding legit checking sneakers, just hit me up. I'll take a look at it, give you my opinion, and that's it. All I ask is if you follow me on Instagram. But I just wanted you guys to give you a quick look. I think this shoe is tough. Now, how can you cop these? Well, I believe, okay, so there's two best ways. The best ways by far is Adidas and Yeezy Supply. A lot of people have asked me too, but a lot of people from Australia hit me up and asked me if Yeezy Supply is legit. It's legit. It's Kanye's and Kim's official website for their shirts, their hats, their clothing, their shoes. It's their official site. However, Yeezy Supply, if you caught from them, it's going to take a while to get things shipped. It's just the way it is. They only have one warehouse right now in Calabasas, California, but they've been talking about expanding. I know he mentioned that he's going to have his shoes made. I don't know if it's his shoes, but definitely his clothing is going to be made in Chicago. He's been talking about that for a while now, especially when he met with the president. He wanted to make his stuff in America, which is pretty cool. So they're going to be building a warehouse over, I think, Chicago and also New York City. So it's going to be easier to get your hands on some of this stuff. Well, at least faster shipping. Because right now you pay like extra $20 and it can take like 2 weeks to get stuff. Rather than Adidas, which Adidas has their factories all over, and they can ship it within like 3 days and you get your hands on it early. And you don't have to pay for shipping. So now, when is it dropping? When is this dropping? Well, it looked like on Yeezy Supply, it could cater to the West Coast like the Waves. So if you live on the West Coast, it could drop midnight tonight. If not, which is I think equivalent to where I live, I live in Boston. That's like 3 a.m. in the morning. They did that for the Waves. That was the first time they've done that. If they go back to what they've usually done, it should drop around 6 a.m. West Coast time and 9 a.m. East Coast time here on Yeezy Supply. They always drop right before Adidas. Adidas has always been 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 o'clock a.m. I'm trying to get these times right for you guys. 7 a.m. West Coast time, and that's when they start letting people in the waiting room, and then you can, I think around like 10:30 or like a half hour in, they let people in to cop. That's how they usually do it. So those are the two best ways to cop. Kith also might drop too as well, so be on the lookout for them. If you don't want to look, they usually drop around like 10 a.m., 10:30, 11-ish. So be on the lookout for that. If you want, I'll, follow me on Instagram, follow my stories. I'll drop the info when I see them drop. I'll put it in my stories. But guys, I think this is a great shoe. The price tag is steep. It's $300. So Is it worth it? I think so. I think the shoes, I like it. A dad shoe trend, and it's got the 3M hints. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. Now, again, like I said, I'll go into further details, the legit check shoes, especially these, in my next video coming up next week. I do have the Sesames early. I'm gonna be dropping that video within the next couple weeks. I'll give you a first-hand look at legit, authentic Sesames that are coming Black Friday, which I think is November 23rd or 26th. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're dropping that day. I'll have them early. I'll give you guys a first-hand look at those. And I might get my hands on some Statics. I'm trying to work my hands on it. But the person that actually legit checked these for me, because I wasn't sure, I'll put his info here. His name's like Soul for Less on Instagram. I'll put his Instagram here. He's a great dude. He gets all the early pairs. He's a really, really nice guy. So if you're interested of copying stuff early, go hit him up, DM him. He's legit, 100% legit. I put my stamp on it. So guys, that's my video today. Let me know down in the comments if you're going for these or not. And if you do, let me know if you caught tomorrow. Hit me up. I want to know. Are we eating tomorrow or not? So, guys, that's my video tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wish you guys the best luck. If you're going for these, I think you'll get the W. I really do. If you're going for these, if you want them and you put the effort in, you should get these. You should get these. But like I said, hey, good luck. And guys, if you enjoyed my video, please smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. And like always, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.